Welcome to the Basics of Cyclone, Part 8. In this installment, we're going to discuss coordinate systems, as it is possible to have multiple different coordinate systems inside a cyclone and to be able to switch back and forth between them. For example, if you had a site that was on a modified state plane coordinate system and you wanted to square up a building to export it out and have it on a local coordinate system for an architect to bring into Revit, you can do that and easily switch back and forth between the two coordinate systems. By going to View and Coordinate System, you'll see we can save and edit coordinate systems. We can switch between coordinate systems by also going to this option. We can turn on and off our coordinate system axes, and then you have multiple different options to set a coordinate system. The main two that I'm going to discuss here today are set from a reference plane and set from points. So first, let's turn on our reference plane. You'll see that the main intersection of the reference plane comes in right where our coordinate system axes are. I can change that by going to Tools, Reference Plane, and Pan, and quickly just drag my cursor down to the bottom of the screen. Then, by going to Tools and Reference Plane and Rotate, I can also rotate that reference plane. Once I get it somewhat parallel, I can simply go to View and Coordinate System and say Set from Reference Plane. And when I hit my top-down view, you'll see that now my building is square. However, that building, even though it is square, still is on the same elevation base. So maybe in this case, for the architect, he wants that floor elevation to be set at 0. So we're going to turn off our reference plane, come up to View and Coordinate System, and quickly just view our coordinate systems. And you'll see I have two coordinate systems in here. Though, as soon as I switch back to the default, because this coordinate system is unsaved, it will disappear. Now, if I save it, it will stay in. But I'm just going to switch back. So, now by hitting Shift-L and coming over here and selecting and turning off my point cloud, you'll see that I created 2 points on my wall. By selecting these points and then coming up to View and Coordinate System, and selecting Set from Points, you'll see that I can now type in a coordinate and an angle between the 2 points to define a coordinate system. So much like I had previously created my 2 points, I also previously calculated the difference between the mean floor elevation and my point number 1. I did this by simply selecting several points on the floor, going up to Tools, Measure, and Elevation, then calculating the difference between the two so that I could use that for my coordinates. So now I'm just going to come over here and simply type in 100 for my easting, 100 for my northing, and for my elevation, I'm going to type in 6.439, which was the difference in between the points on the floor and the points that I had created on the wall. Now for my angle, I'm just going to simply type in 90 degrees, and I'm going to select OK. We can turn back on our point cloud now and close this box out. And when I hit the top-down view, you'll see that my building is now nice and square with the screen. If I go up to View and Coordinate System and Save Edit Coordinate System, select my coordinate system, hit the Save button, and I can rename this to whatever I want. I'm going to hold the defaults. Click OK and close. And now, when I rotate upside down and I select on the floor surface, you'll see that my elevation is roughly right around 0, which is where they would like it to be. Granted, the floor is not perfectly flat, so you will have some variations in your floor elevations. You can also use this with known control points by typing the coordinate of one known control point and the direction to another.